Damn, guys. We've been saying this. We've been saying this since day one. We done put videos out there since day one. This is all alleged for entertainment purposes only until we get the proof, the videos and stuff like that. But we've been saying this. We've been saying poor Junior and his body. We've been sitting there saying this poor baby being beat up, prosecuted, and let down. We also been saying that Sean Malone and Lisa Malone been there since day one and been stopping. That has been deeper than us. And like, I'm not really gonna talk for this lady because I feel like I'm gonna be long-winded, and I'm just gonna let her talk. And you guys let me know what you think, because it's like, this is hurtful. Like, I cried. Like, I've been crying all day, for Junior. I cry anyway for Junior and Karan. But when she sat there and confirmed what we've been saying, when she confirmed what we've been saying, all this is for entertainment purposes only, but I believe her. I believe her. So I'm going to go ahead and let her talk, because I don't like talking for people. But I believe her. And I know God and Ronnie been showing up and showing out, and I told you that, the wicked will be exposed, and I told you that she's wicked. Wicked ways, and the church is wicked that she goes to, because how you gonna sit there and kick your own members out and sit there and hold on their social security and IDs and stuff like that to keep them shut up? But God said, I have a word, and the word will be said. And she said it in spite of what they could do to her. Like I told you, Sean Malone was her father. I showed you Lisa Malone has a lot to do with a lot of stuff that this girl been doing. But I told you that the lies can't stick and the lies can't stay no more. But like I said, at the end of the day, this is all for entertainment purposes only. I want you guys to listen to her. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you cry. The fucked up. That bitch need to be up under the jail, guys. The only reason why I'm hurt is because, we know that is true, because we've been seeing it. We done saw the bruises on Junior. We done saw we done saw everything. We done heard everything. And in the fact for a church member, and we've been praying that a church member will come out, guys. We've been praying that somebody will have the heart to go against the wicked of the church, because even God say that everybody that's in the church will not make it to the pearly gates of heaven. Even people in the church won't make it to heaven because they will not stray away from their wicked ways. So the fact that this lady, and they did her, and this poor lady got cancer. So I just want everybody to reach their hand out and pray for her in Jesus' name, and pray for her for healing. Pray to God that she gets healing in Jesus' name. But the whole fact that we've been knowing this, the whole fact that we've been seeing this, the whole fact that somebody in the church, is fighting for Junior just like we are fighting for Junior. Junior deserve happiness. He deserved this. He deserved to get away from this girl. And I sat there and told you that that Junior was only going off of vibrations. That Junior was going off of vibrations and words that, something is wrong with Junior eyesight that he can't see. So the fact that she confirmed that is beyond me. So I just thank Jesus for what God is doing, because God said, I'm about to show up and show out on these people. And he is.
Okay. All right. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
There you go.
Good luck, buddy.
So just know, after everything's said and done, and she exposed that lady, let's see what the Rockheads say. Let's see what all the people that's been helping this girl, let's see what they say. Let's see if they don't turn their wicked ways. Let's see if they don't sit there and turn away from their wicked ways. Because at the end of the day, what this girl done did to Junior is wicked. But you guys let me know what you think. And I'm praying. We all gonna continue on praying for Junior. Because Junior...
Yes, but I kept in contact and we was invited to come. I went I tried to always be copacetic and stuff, and because I always worked in youth ministry, and the pastor Todd and them, they told me that when I first started inquiring, I know the signs of abuse, and I know that I just know even with special needs and everything, and I have a lot of scar tissue and everything, and I had complicated pregnancies with all of my kids. My daughter, my last child, my youngest daughter, she was born 4 months early on a laundromat floor, and they said she would never walk, talk, be potty trained, or any of that. So I didn't accept that. I got early in, and when I say I didn't accept it, I mean I did not accept that that was just going to be final for her. Not that I did not accept it and I denied services and everything. I got early intervention and everything. My daughter runs, she plays sports, she does all of that. Now you can't look at her and tell she's special needs. She still have sensitivity issues, behavior issues and everything. So I'm very familiar with special needs and abuse and just everything, like the whole dynamic.
Right.
And I've always been receptive to help resources or whatever. Like I was always looking up stuff, researching everything. Like when you don't have a phenomenal parent, and I'm not bashing my parents, I have since forgiven my parents and everything. But when you don't grow up with phenomenal parents, you try to overcompensate and try to make sure that because you're not learning directly from a mom or this or that, so you overcompensate and want to go above and beyond. Even me as a woman, so they tell me I'm overly clean and all of that, and so I was invited to be able to. So anyway, let me go back a little bit. So at the church or whatever, they told me at the church that don't when I started inquiring and I'm asking and I'm shouting from the rooftops or whatever, and I started recording for my own personal evidence and everything, because I'm like, everybody is acting like a zombie, like this is so demonic. And I said, they told me, tried to convince me that she was traveling and she's doing this, that. So you know how it is when you try. I don't understand, because I'm the type of parent, if I'm on a plane with my kids, especially when they're that small, I don't care if they got to take what we call down here where I'm from, we call it hoe baths. I don't care if they got to get in the tub and I got to hit your hot spots, wash my babies off. I keep wipes, a soapy rag in a Ziploc bag. I just don't understand the concept that they was trying to explain to me, gaslighting me, saying this is because she's traveling and all this.
The serum was supposed to transform me into a hero, but that isn't what happened at first. Look,
So I kept notating it, and I kept saying it's not right. And it wasn't just the fact of his appearance, it was her interactions with him. She cusses in the church, she's very messy, it's always chaos and everything, but they use her for promotion. And I feel like it's very Luciferic doctrine going on in both churches. I stayed to my own detriment because I have a heart for children.
Right.
So fast forward, this is what they tried to tell me then. So then, and then I also do freestyle gospel poetry and everything, and I minister to you through the art of gospel poetry. So I be invited a lot of places. They was like, well, let's go out here to Maryland, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Girl, we go out there. It was to the point to where I could not even take it no more. I couldn't take it. I called CPS. They tore me down. They said that I was a troublemaker. And then y'all got to think about, it's like me and probably several other people that are still there. I'm not there no more, but they still be there. They be recording, they be posting stuff online, like the stuff that be getting exposed. They do that on purpose.
Right.
They don't want me to disclose their name because they don't want what happened to me happen to them, because they feel like at least if they're there close, they can keep an eye on him. We donate clothes. We have bathed him in the church bathrooms. I left and I went to go get I left and I went to go get clothes myself. And that's not to be praised because that's what we supposed to do. Is basic. That's basic bare minimum. I would do it for anybody.
Right.
I knew something was very wrong and I was up against something very demonic. When I called CPS out there, and she said, she begged them not to let them in. She begged them not to let them in.
Mm-hmm.
And they did it. They told me that I need to leave. They said that I was a SH stir and they would follow up with me. I had people coming to tell me they were sorry that happened. Nobody took up for me. They humiliated me in front of everybody. And nobody would listen to me.
You know,
I tried to reach out to Carlissa, everybody, because I never want clout or whatever. This is embarrassing to even, I don't even know what word to use right now. And I have an extensive vocabulary, but I don't even know what to say right now because to me, I wish that I would have not took just no or just allow myself to be dismissed. So when they told me to leave, the police was called as well. They told me they was going to escort me to the airport.
What?
And I was recording on the other phone. I can show you my other phone.
Well, you know, I want to take time out right now to, first of all, express my deepest apologies for what you went through. Okay, not only just from when you were a child and everything that you endured, but for you standing up and doing the right thing. And a lot of times we know that once you speak up for the truth, you know, things like this happen. But to actually hear you saying that this happened, not only is it a relief, but it's also heartbreaking because we could not figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're like, why is nobody speaking up? Why is this not happening? But at the same time, we were saying maybe there is somebody speaking out and we just don't know. And for you to come and validate that is
yes, ma'am.
Is amazing. And I want to I just want to let you know how your bravery and you coming up and doing the right thing is such a blessing. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I just want to thank you for doing that for Junior. And this is why I don't like doing these things because
local tax experts are here. Now you can meet with a TurboTax expert in your community. They can do your taxes for you and get you every dollar you deserve. Local tax experts are here. Hand off your taxes with confidence.
You're here because you want to make a difference. Quantum University.
I'm an empath and I do not want to cry on my own platform. But when I think about the things that Junior has been through, and for you to describe that precious baby like that, and I totally believe you. I believe every word that is coming out of your mouth. But
yes, ma'am. I really, it was an inspiration because of Ronnie, because he wasn't lying. Like when I was in foster care, when we were young, my baby cousin, we were separated or whatever. She stayed with me and my grandma at first and all of this stuff. And then she got relocated to California and everything. I lived back and forth there. I've traveled all over. And my baby cousin, Melissa Bradley, you could look it up as well. That's my blood cousin. Her father and my grandmother was siblings. My cousin was 10 years old. I believe that's the age. She was younger than me a little bit. My cousin went into foster care out there in placement, and she was stealing food out the kitchen. She was hungry. They drug her to the woods, and they beat her until they severed her head. That was the first time in my life I can remember something just so, like, even with me going through surviving sexual abuse and all of that, it didn't feel the same. It was like something that, like, we was attached, like she was my soul. It just, I don't know how to explain it, but we was attached. Like, I feel like my stepdad was the outsider. He was a predator. He preyed on me. She was my heart and soul. And I'm saying that because it's no way on earth that I would ever suggest a child go into CPS, because it's very, very, it could be a very horrific experience. Right. It's very, a lot of downfalls, but for me to want to call CPS and follow through with it, I had to sing something very, very bad. And then I wasn't going to say nothing. People have attacked me and said that I'm judging her and all this other stuff. And I want to be clear that I have love for the person that Krishan could choose to be, but the behavior that she has is very dark, is very demonic. And God tells us to judge people by the fruit that they bear. The Bible is full of judgment. I don't know where we come as a community about not judging people. You have to judge in order to separate yourself from people that's not equally yoked to you.
Right.
And this has taken a lot of toll on me because I've been dealing with my own health issues. I've taken a break from being an advocate and a youth leader, traveling and all that, because I got, I'm dealing with cancer. I got polycythemia vera. I have to get transfusions and I have to get treatments where they take a liter of blood off of me. I was sitting there on the couch with my machine and stuff. I can show you, but that don't matter. It's just taking a lot of toll on me because I sit up and I look at my kids and I can't imagine wanting to just love them and protect them and be there for them. And people be saying that Krishan had a hard life and a hard past, but I don't use my past as an excuse to hurt people and abuse my kids and to be evil towards people. Actually, I'm probably too nice and kind to my own detriment.
Right.
And you don't have to, it's a choice. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to not love your kids and stuff. You wake up every day and you choose to show up as a mother, as your best version of yourself. And I always tell people, even when we do our best, sometimes your best ain't good enough. I've experienced that before too. And she might be doing her best, but that's not good enough for him. And he deserved better. And it be just haunting me. I be seeing y'all's content.
Yeah.
When I be watching your content and stuff, I was dealing with so much. I was in the hospital when I first started watching you, and you uplifted me so much. And then I was seeing you talking about Ronnie and his family and everything, and the hurt and pain that he probably felt like me when he passed, because you just feel like you keep screaming and nobody listening and people turning against you, and the only thing you want to do is just help somebody. And it's an innocent, beautiful child. I think Junior is a beautiful, innocent baby.
Girl.
And I just wish I'm a mess. I'm so sorry.
Go. 1, 0, 0.
Wait.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you about bad smiles, crooked teeth, broken teeth, misaligned teeth, aging stains, decay. Every one of these clients I'm about to show you.
No, it's fine, and you are a true blessing, and God hands are on you, truly. Okay? Not this fake thing that Krishan puts on, because we see right through her. We see right through her. And our genuine desire to help Junior is real. It has
Yes,
nothing to
ma'am.
do with clout. It has nothing to do with any of that. This is just a platform that I
Yes,
use.
ma'am.
So I get it.
Yes, ma'am. And I want people to know, it's important for people to know that if she was really everybody's salvation is between them and God, and I understand that, but you could just judge by her fruit, her behaviors, and how much she flip-flops. And one thing, like me being saved, like I said, no, God doesn't call us to be perfect. He calls us to serve him with our whole heart and mean it when we do. And me being saved and being on my journey, God convicts me. He convicts me when I'm frustrated and I say, y'all go in y'all room and stuff. He convicts me as a mother because I do have a relationship with him and I'm trying to get closer to the Lord. And he convicts me and he say, go in there and go apologize to your daughter. He convicts me and he say, don't be, pray for more patience. He convicts me when I'm driving little stuff like I want to flick somebody out. He convicts me and he say, what if there's a person trying to hurry up and get to the school for their child? He makes you think twice and reconsider. He starts racing away your old way of thinking, your old mindset. What if you lay down with this person? This person has so many soul ties. When I first started my journey of celibacy and abstaining from sex, it wasn't because of me trying to be holy or not wanting to fornicate. My biggest fear was spirits jump. Spirits can manifest. Spirits can go from person to person. I didn't want to bring the spirit of lust into my home and expose it to my children, because I know that I come from a childhood of perversion, and the devil been using men and my experiences to try to attack me and silence me and kill dead my purpose in life. And so I know that it was so many people's salvation in life depended on me getting back up and keep being strong. And when you say God convicts you, I don't understand. If she's saved, how can she not just simply just come to terms with, y'all, my son is in this condition because of my behavior, the choices that I made. But I'm going to fight with everything in me to give him the best quality of life that he can actually have right now. I failed. I'm getting back up. That's how you are when you have a real relationship with God, because I've fallen so many times. And Lord knows I shouldn't even be here, but God has seen fit to bless me with his grace and his mercy. And if Krishan see this, she needs to know that, yes, she's been a terrible person and she's made terrible mistakes, but it's not too late to get it together. And it's not too late to start pouring into him and to pour into herself. And she just needs to know that obviously he loves her because he keeps giving her grace and mercy. Every day that she wake up, he giving her the opportunity to make it right with him, to make it right with Junior. She's giving it. And how can she not be convicted when she named him Jesus? How can you look at him every day, call him baby Jesus, and it's not searing your consciousness to treat him right, to be a reflection of God? I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't get that. And if somebody don't do something, he not gonna survive because she can't stand him.
And this is what we have known all along. This is what I've talked about all along. I just could not confirm it. I could not confirm it, but you coming on this platform and telling your story, you have helped more people than you know. And the people that are in this chat want nothing more than to get Junior help. And now that you know that someone actually was reaching out, because you're probably not the only one. And we thinking y'all just sitting up there just like, la, la, la. We're like, wait a minute, are these really people of God? Like, if I was there, I would have been called.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, y'all. My name is Katie, enrolled at Northwest College, currently in the pharmacy tech program. Rolling on.
Narcissists don't target weak women, they target the fixers who were trained by toxic parents to tolerate the bare minimum. Growing up with parents that are loving and engaged one day and shut down and disconnected the other times. This makes a lot of people develop limerence as an adult, where you meet a person and you develop this fantasy about the life you'll have and how you are meant to be. You fall hard and fast, and this person becomes all consuming, where you struggle to think about anything else.
But I wanted
She
to
said,
ask,
go ahead.
I
I've
wanted to
seen a question on here. I'll answer it, Miss Christina Miller, here in just a second. I see your question.
yeah, so I mean the grief and
So she wants to know. She wants to know. I'm not trying to talk over you, Miss Lisa. I guess it's a time lapse.
yeah, it is.
I don't know if you can hear me. I apologize for interrupting you. Did you want me to answer the question that she asked first, or did you want to ask me something?
No, you can answer the question that she's asking you. I'm sorry, I know it's a lapse, but go ahead.
It's okay. So what did you see about Junior when you gave him a bath? What about the bruises? Anything else we should know? I want to give Junior dignity, but I'm gonna say his area down below. I don't want to say nothing derogatory against him. It looks like not even real. It don't even, I mean, it's not as big and swollen as before. It's not a lot of inflammation, but it looks null and void, like it might as well not even exist.
Oh my God.
His bruises mainly on his back, his lower back. Like people keep saying he's scratching and stuff. I remember seeing like it looked like a scab, not a rash. A rash is like it shows up as bumps and it's like it becomes it's a rash before it becomes a sore.
Right.
This was a sore. Like I don't know if it reminds you of if somebody was to be on a bike and they was to slide and it like scraped and it was that type of sore. Like it was a scab all right there.
Wow.
It was like, you know how the edges look infected, like when it looks like greenish on the edges and like different colors, and then it like goes on the end towards the inside, it's like a maroonish color. I know that's a sign of infection, and the smell from it. I thought that him, getting bird baths and this and that. I'm thinking it's because of the obviously it's because of hygiene as well. But the smell is not just from not bathing. It is like a smell of decay.
What?
Of decomp. And I don't think that her family really realizes that's what that is, because she's so passive. She be like, oh, it's this. She explained things away. The people that be in Cali that be asking questions, she say that she explains it away that his stuff is in Baltimore. The people that be in Baltimore asking questions, she explains it away that it gets handled in California. It's like playing the odds against the middle. Like far as other bruises, the bottom of his feet. So the bottom, I noticed that his hands, the inside of his hands and the bottom of, that's why I know the signs of abuse. So I remember when when we was in foster care, whatever, I remember this young lady, her mom used to pop, pop, pop on the inside of her hands and the bottom of her feet, because it don't leave a lot of traces and bruises, and you know what I mean? Like you can't really tell or whatever, I guess. And so his stuff was so tender and so raw, and he don't walk. He's not using his hands like that. It looked like when she noticed she gonna be around people and stuff, it looked like she spanks him. I don't know if I'm allowed to say or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be graphic on your platform. It looks like she purposely targets his feet and his hands.
Oh my God.
When was the last time Krishan was in Oklahoma? I think she snuck in for 2 days to try to handle some illegal business, maybe last October.
Oh my God.
She did not come. She came to Oklahoma. Have a lot of resources for people, like Section 8. Like they have all kind of stuff. Even when you're not applying for stuff, they got stuff that they help you with: vouchers, clothes, shoes. Like they are very resourceful. So
Right.
it was just a lot. I'm trying to remember other bruises and stuff. Not in his head. In his chest area. It was just red, like somebody.
Yeah, I'm in California. My car accident case ended at $100,000, and it was.
Psychologists have discovered that procrastination isn't caused by laziness or lack of motivation, but instead it's your
And I remember, you know how like if you do this to somebody's chest, like not punching them straight up, but like say if I was on the side of you and I just did, you know what I mean, did a side, that I remember seeing it look like that or whatever. Let me see. I'm trying to remember, y'all. I got so much stuff saved and noted and all this other stuff, like real life, like footage, everything I'm gonna send to you.
Wow.
I know what's the name was telling me to hit her email, but I couldn't hit her email because she kept telling me to follow the page and message her. I couldn't get it to her. And then but yeah, I know that it was you, Sean, and another. I just wanted to do it behind the scenes. So I said something on the chat. I didn't even think you was about to ask me to come up. I just wanted to get your information because when I tell y'all, y'all don't realize that. Oh, and let me see. Let me think. I gotta think, y'all. Up under his knee. Up under the back of his right knee. Y'all need to pay attention. If you ever notice, he's barely ever in shorts or only like when he don't have clothes on, it's always a blanket and stuff like that or whatever. Or and y'all need to look up under that right. Let me see. Yeah, the up under the right back of the right knee. It reminds you as if somebody wanted to, you showing out in church, your grandma reach up under there so it's discreet in the pinching and stuff.
Right.
That's what it reminded me of. And I say that because it was literally like wounded in a twist look like.
Oh my God.
I don't know what else, y'all. Like he can't. I feel dumb. I never considered a feeding tube or any of that until like I was seeing the stuff. Like I was matching up when I'm looking at it in real time with what people are saying, and I was like, that's why the baby won't eat. He won't eat nothing. I don't know why they making it seem like banana smushed or baby food or whatever. If it's not in that bottle and they don't thin it out, not know how we make our babies bottles when we want them to be full and settle down and chill out and you know what I'm saying and not be waking up through the night. No, his has to be extra thinned out. It cannot be thick. He cannot even swallow pureed baby food mixed with milk in that bottle. He cannot.
What?
But if it's too thick, yes. If it's too thick of a consistency, it's not even getting swallowed even in liquid form. That's how serious it is. If you ever notice, if she give him a bottle or whatever and he's laying down this way, if he starts to whine or fuss or anything, she's taking him off of camera. That's because it'll come right out his nose.
What?
Let me see, y'all. I don't know what else. I don't know if y'all got any more questions or whatever. And the pastors, I ain't even gonna go. I'm gonna say this because I've said it before publicly. Even with how dark those pastors are and the doctrine that they conserve, and they have a money ministry and exploitation, they still have enough sense to carry themselves publicly better than she do. Yes, I do have proof. I'm willing to send it to the email. I have visual proof, video clips, and everything. Yes, ma'am.
You know what? This is absolutely devastating, but this is what we knew. We just didn't know the details of it because if you have been listening and following me, we often pull up clips from videos and we break them down. And there was a video where she was in the car and she was sick. Krishan Jr. was sick and he was coughing. And in this video, this specific video, she reaches over to change his diaper. And you can tell in her body length, in her body movements, that she is like pinning him down or like she's pushing on him. And you can tell by the change in her voice, her breathing, and the way her body moves. I knew that. And in the specific video, she says, "You cannot grab down there." And then she says, "You're dirty down there." She's like, "But not anymore." And it's that video where she's in the car. But you've seen it firsthand. But I'm just
Yes, ma'am. I seen the video when he's sick and everything like that. And I even got on there on the live thing. I said, you know darn well he do not need to be drinking no bottle or drinking nothing laying on his back. And when he drinks sitting, but that's why when he be in the stroller or anything, he's kind of like sitting in an angle.
right.
You ain't gonna seen her lay him flat down and give him something not on camera.
Were you fired from your job and wondering if you can sue? I'm Sean, managing attorney at Top Law Assist. If you faced any
I just created a $47 ebook in 3 minutes flat using AI. Time me while I do it again. Already in Designer, interface is loading. Watch how fast
Because I'm gonna say this, you're not gonna see it when he start fussing. For some reason, when he makes his cries, or even if he's laughing, it's gonna come right out his nose.
Okay, I want to thank you guys for tapping in for this exclusive video. I know this is very heartbreaking, very hard to hear, but this was necessary. And again, I want to send out blessings and positive vibes and grace to Valencia. I want to thank her for speaking out and being brave enough to do the right thing. Sometimes you don't realize how hard it is to do the right thing. And these are the real heroes. These are the real heroes. I heard someone in the chat say it's going to really take someone who doesn't care about the money to really, it will only take someone who doesn't care about a financial incentive to bring real justice. And you couldn't be more right. You couldn't be more right. I totally agree with that. And I believe that this is the platform, but this can't be the only platform. It may take a bigger platform to get this out, because what we want is to stick to the goal. And the goal, that's how we're going to play it, okay? But like I said, my personal opinion is I absolutely believe her. I would not be replaying this if I didn't, okay? Also, I want to let you know that I did reach out to a few people because this needs to be blasted. All right. So you guys know who you are. You guys know in the chat who you guys told me to reach out to. You know the people that she mentioned. So you can put two and two together, because I don't want to put nobody out on blast. Maybe they don't want their name out there. You know, I'm a different breed, but you know, I still gotta, you know, read the room. All right. So I just want to let you know all of that is in motion. Oh, All right, you guys, I'm sorry, but I will be back and forth with you guys because I do have class today, but I'm going to continue. I just wanted to stop in and tell you guys I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You guys, please get the word out there. I don't care about anything but Junior. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about anything but getting this information out for Junior, okay? So that Junior can get the help that he needs. If you find it in your heart that you believe what is the words that are coming out of her mouth, please get the word out. If you guys want to wait until I get confirmation and I get receipts.
Good morning, everyone.
I totally understand that.
To funnel in,
Okay?
and then we'll get started.
But like I said, y'all, I'm right here. I'll be in the chat and let's continue, okay?
And I've done that before with water, you know what I'm saying? Like but this is not that. It's thick, like, and it can't be anything that's thick, even liquid. He cannot he cannot swallow it, y'all. I'm trying to do the best I can, guys. I'm just not trying to be emotional. She slowly, I pray, Krishan goes to jail.
The video up. Yeah, I was just putting different comments up. Because you have definitely shared more than enough, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You have given us an insight into what we already knew. You are definitely an angel for even speaking up and speaking out. I feel like, I mean, I don't mean to be bleak, but for the most part, these people are allowing her to do it. It's not many people that have probably spoken up. So I truly want to thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll send you all the information. I'll send you the advocacy stuff. I'm not going to say it on here because we work with troubled teens and battered women.
Right.
But I'm going to send you. I know that I like your integrity. I know I could have made money and all that. Y'all, I don't want that. There's not a dollar nobody can pay me, offer me for information or nothing. I want somebody with integrity to have a platform to just help him. And I'm letting you know right now, that white man, Sean, her dad, he be behind the scenes all the time. Him and Lisa be there all the time. I don't know why they don't get on the camera no more with her. It's like they're trying to. I noticed that ever since Ronnie passed, they like try to distance themselves from her, like like trying to make it as if they don't even know her. But I'm telling y'all right now, I've seen the police and CPS show up and not they did have intentions on going inside. I'm not gonna lie, they didn't let them go inside. However, I seen them be more aggressive about why are you calling? Why is it, like. It's not.
They don't want you to know about it.
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car?
It's not normal. It's not normal. And I'm familiar with the system, and I have to work close with certain people and certain agencies to get that many calls, y'all. That many calls, 10,000 calls. and it's not even an open investigation, that means that they at least go look and do a wellness check, and they ask you to take the child's diaper off. They go over just visually, and then if they feel like that is okay, then they close the case and they leave. But to not even do that,
right?
I'm telling y'all up against something that y'all don't even know. It's demonic, it's deep, and I don't even know. I don't even know. And yes, she does have informant status in Oklahoma. In the court. Let me see what else. I'm just trying to think of the major stuff, because I could send you everything.
Right.
It is just, this is what I wanted to tell y'all too. So everything that I'm telling y'all, this is not nothing that Carlissa does not know. And I'm gonna send you stuff that's gonna knock your whole mouth off, because I don't know why she got all them thousands of layers and filters on him. He don't look like that.
He don't?
He's a beautiful, phenomenal, innocent, nonverbal, special needs child. I don't know why and that's how I tell everybody, that's how y'all know he does have disabilities. And y'all also know that she's the reason that caused them. Because people say, well, how do you know if it's not genetic? She got a million gazillion siblings, a quadrillion nieces and nephews, 5,900. She got 2 daddies, 2 different races with the same name on either side of all the daddies, all the baby daddies, all the mamas, all the godmamas. Ain't nobody got a genetic, physical deformity, birth defect, special needs that you can that's physically manifested. Now, we know that the mental elevators all start shaking after the first flow. Right. I'm talking about physical impairments, special needs. She got a million relatives. Not one of them shares any type of physical manifestations of special needs. Not one. Not the ones that come out. Not the ones addictions. Not the ones. None of them.
I placed my hand into a pond of snakes. Their bodies shifted beneath the water as they coiled my hand. A sharp pain tore through my arm, but I stayed still. Only a handful of students ever volunteer for this trial. When the snakes withdraw, the water reveals your beast's power. But some never leave the pond alive. This time, the snakes withdrew.
So y'all know that she understands that she caused this, and that's why she distanced herself from the disabilities, because if it was genetic, she would own up to it, she would admit to it, and it would be it probably would be a different outcome. But because she know that she caused these impairments, that's exactly why she distanced herself. And what I want to tell y'all is Carlissa knows everything that I know, and not from me. Carlissa knows firsthand herself. She done changed his diaper. She done fed him. She done tried to put cereal in his milk. And everything. Carlissa knows everything that I know. And if that was Carlissa's grandchild, do y'all think that that baby would be across state lines and getting no medical intervention?
Right.
No, it just wouldn't happen. It would not happen. Y'all know that nobody can't even raise their voice at Journey Pie, at Pink Face, when she cussing. She cussing and nobody better not touch. You seen the way that Krishan grabbed that baby's glass and was reaching for them glass, and Carlissa lost it.
Yeah.
So if that was just touching the glasses, Carlissa said, I heard she be doing witchcraft and so you mean to tell me that based off of a rumor that Carlissa heard, Krishan cannot touch or access her grandchildren? But you mean to tell me she's gonna allow that baby mama to run off into the sunset with her grandson that has all of these special needs? It would have never happened. And Blueface is whatever, a mess, whatever y'all want to say, or whatever he is. But one thing he is he's never denied any of his biological children. And he has always been financially and emotionally supportive. He do things that I don't agree with. He's dealing with his own mess, but he ain't never denied them other kids.
Right.
You're right. Carlissa ain't. You're absolutely right. I do agree that she has her issues that she's dealing with and all of that. But I'm telling you, Carlissa does not care because she's not biologically tied to that.
Right. And
she's not biologically tied to him.
We knew that. I knew that Blueface. I knew it. Now, I think that he was just holding on to that for some type of clout. I think he had a disclosure because remember, he said out loud that he got paid $100K on that interview.
To say that that was his, to say that that was his child, and then shortly afterwards, he started saying that that wasn't his son. It's all kind of things that I've done.
Hi, my name is Lydia Alvarez.
I've discerned spiritually, and we know behind the scenes and stuff like that, even down with his brother Dre and all of that. The best thing I could do for them is just prayer. But at the end of the day, I feel like when I was fasting and praying, and I had did my prayer group, and I'm gonna have some other people talk to you and send you stuff too. They just want to be left anonymous.
Right.
But they can commemorate everything that I'm telling you. We done did prayer groups. We've had a fast and a pray for 3 days. That third day, I was starting to get discouraged. And that's when Blueface posted online that he could no longer go on with the guilt and that's by Ronnie's biological child. And I was just screaming. I was like, well, that's somewhere to start. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not here I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not here to influence anybody. I didn't really want my face to really be shown like that, but it is what it is. I'm going to come boldly before the Lord because the devil is a lie.
Right.
The only thing I want everybody to take away from this is that Junior does need help. He does need to be saved. And I just want to encourage you because I don't want y'all to ever get up or get discouraged and y'all hurt seeing this and everything, because we hurt looking at it. Imagine how Junior feels trapped inside of himself with no voice. We the only voice he got. He trapped inside of himself because his mother attacked him inside of her womb. Her womb wasn't even a safe place for herself. She allowed every man to have access to her womb. And I said, ain't no way in the world. She's a SA survivor, and she allows different men inside of her womb, inside of her bed, inside of the hotel, sleeping next to her child, all that stuff with Taseki. I don't know what her motivation was, but I don't believe that Taseki did that to her, because the way she moves, like either you on one side of the spectrum where you all the way just gone and off the Richters, or you on the other side of the spectrum where you're overprotective. How are you playing this role where you're aware that you're supposed to be saved and you're supposed to serve and you're supposed to be a protector? That's the role she plays. It's a performative role. But
big sale on Shine, big discounts. You can get one. This item is hot sale now. 1,000 plus sold. What are you waiting for? Download shop on Shine.
If you've been in a car accident recently, there are 3 mistakes people make that can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. My friend almost made all 3. Click the link below so you don't become mistake number 4, or stay with me for 60 seconds.
Mistake 1, Googling attorneys after an accident. You spend hours scrolling websites, calling offices, getting put on hold, leaving voicemails. When someone finally calls back, you still have no idea if they're any good or if they just have the biggest ad budget.
Mistake 2, calling your insurance company first. I know it feels like the right move, but it's not.
The second you call, their clock starts. They're figuring out the absolute minimum they can offer you before you know any better.
My friend got a call 4 days after her accident. They offered her $7,000. She almost said yes.
Case was actually worth $100,000. She almost gave away $983 grand because she didn't know mistake 3. Mistake 3, waiting too long. There is a real...
Then you allow drugs and alcohol and everything inside your womb, spiritual soul ties. And then she let these men sleep in the bed with these babies. And we know that because they always coming out, exposing her or holding the baby. The first boy, Figgy, had him on his lap in a boat. Then the next boy had him here. Then this boy, Bino, done had them all in the hotels and here and there and everywhere. And then 3-3 or whatever. I mean, like, how are you a survivor? And she talking about she don't want him around Blue because it's her job to protect him. she's not protecting him from Blue, because how are you protecting him from Blue, but you wasn't even protecting him inside your womb? She's protecting herself, because one thing Blue ain't afraid to do is to get online and expose it, even if it make him look like
right.
Blue is Blue is the type of person that he'll take 3 licks, 10 licks to the face, long as he can get 1 lick in. And he's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah. Somebody is asking, is Junior blind?
I feel like he is, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all can tell. Anytime she say give her a kiss, if she not humming, is he able to follow?
No.
She said, give me a kiss. And then she goes like this. Pay attention, y'all. She said, he's able to feel vibrations and stuff. And when you lose one sense, your body overcompensates in other areas. Y'all don't notice that when she doing all of this stuff and everything else to him, the reason why she does it, y'all keep saying she's trying to straighten his eyes.
Right.
She's doing that because if the filter is not lined up, when you do those filters and you got to have your eyes open in order for it to overlay on your face, like the glasses and stuff, you get the blinking and moving your eyes, the filter will shift. She's doing that for the filters. She does not want y'all to know his real life appearance.
Oh.
Y'all keep thinking and then so if he starts going and looking and doing this and doing all of that or whatever, when she does that, that's because the filter is about to start shifting. She knows what she's doing. It's kind of like the magic trick where you got to tell everybody to look over here while you tricking them over there.
Right.
Tackle pet messes with Nature's Miracle stain and odor remover products. Unlike formulas that only target odors,
If I get all y'all's attention over here, y'all can't see that I didn't pull the quarter from behind my ear. Y'all see I really pulled it out my pocket.
Oh my God. I would have never. It's just all so horrible. And we all knew that something is wrong. We've been saying this and shouting this from the rooftop for years. Now, I didn't know when he was first born, because all of this wasn't out. All of this information that leaked out was not out when, he was 1, 2, 3 months old. And I had just started, because before, when I used to cover Krishan, I was highlighting her.
Yes, ma'am.
I was big upping her. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for her. Her being a young woman, I was trauma bonding with her. So I cannot say just from off top that I knew, because I didn't. It took people.
I knew, but I think it was more because of my discernment and everything. I think it was more because of my discernment and everything. And then it was a gift that I be saying it's a gift. My grandmother says that when you are exposed to your innocent being taken by a certain type of spirit or a certain type of character, a certain type of person, your body automatically can pinpoint or tell when that type of spirit, demonic, whatever, that type of character you're in its presence.
Right.
So I literally can look at a man and I could tell when he's bisexual, if he's this, he's down low. I could tell if he's a predator. I can tell. I'm able to I can look and I can tell. My cousins will show me a picture. God has always given me dreams. Every dream that I've ever had, far as God revealing something to me, it's always come to pass. I'll share more about that with y'all at a later time. That's gonna blow your mind too. But yeah, like all of my dreams have always shown me, warned me, or it was either to warn me, to show me something, or for me to intervene and pray and interrupt the assignment. But I just always knew, and even when I'm trying to